Okay. So we have Amanda from our one-on-ones. She's been meeting with me and tell me, what was your relationship with food or your body like growing up?
Oh, um, probably until junior high school, I was fine. Like, didn't really think about it, didn't worry. Whatever. In high school, it got pretty bad. Just like I'm a junk food eater.
Mhm.
Um, so therefore I put the label of bad on it and kind of beat myself up about it. And so it was like for me, either I was eating bad or I really wasn't eating much at all.
Mhm.
And so, and I thought I had overcome all of that, but I've realized that that disordered kind of eating just continued even, you know, into my 40s.
Yeah.
Just never quite got a handle on it. Would think I was doing a lot better mentally with it, but I didn't really realize that there were other things like if I wasn't worrying about food, I was stressing about working out so much or.
Yeah. Something, one thing or
Yes.
another. What was your breaking point with diet culture that moved you to seek out support with Find Food Freedom?
Um, well, I went through a phase where I was talking to other people who were getting to be my age, all of that kind of stuff. And basically it was that just take your closet, get rid of everything, all of that negative energy. To me, it was just negative energy. I'd walk in my closet and I'd see things that I couldn't wear anymore. And it just got to me. And so therefore I just dumped all diet, all everything, but yet I wasn't really addressing the mental part of it. So I was still in my head restricting,
Yeah.
even though I didn't really realize it because I was like, I'm done with this. I don't care. Well, then of course I'm eating even more because it's basically like my brain was telling me no, and I was just not going to listen to it. So I sent myself over the edge. Then I found it on TikTok, and as crazy as it sounds, but I was like, that resonates with me. That makes sense because like I've given up on dieting, you know, but I still wasn't being healthy, and I wasn't addressing like all the mental issues that went along with it.
Yeah. And the mental restriction can really do a number on you.
Oh
You
yeah,
eating everything and you're not restricting, but then the mental restriction is really what holds you back sometimes.
right.
Yeah. Um, can you describe your experience or how it felt working together one on one?
Um, it just gave me that it gave me the support that I needed because it's hard to find, honestly, it's hard to find friends and people that
Know what you're going through.
know what I'm going through and understand and support what it is that I'm doing because until you decide to go on that journey, um, it's very hard to wrap your mind around what intuitive eating is. And so, of course, it's all those falsehoods about it's you can eat whatever you want and whatever amount and all of that, it's the not listening. Anyway, now knowing that I can combine that, like I still have to listen to my body,
Mhm.
but it's not my mind just telling me no, no, no. It's my body. I'm listening to my body and understanding, and having you there to support that made it a lot easier because it was very hard to find that kind of support. Just, if you're on a diet or if you're on a weight loss thing, you can find friends that will go on a diet with you and all of that. It's just
Yeah, it's different.
It's different. And so it was just good to also address a lot of the mental things. For me, I mean, that was the biggest thing, was it helped me really attack all the I don't even know how to say it, but all of those things that were in my head, and it helped me to like really address them and figure out like what are truths, what are not.
Yes. So you might have answered this, but what was the most helpful aspect of the program?
Um, honestly, probably the one-on-one part, the conversations with you. Like all the information is great. But as with anything, um, being a professor and providing information to people is hugely different than actually applying it. And so to me, putting it together, that was the most helpful thing, was because then you were there to help me actually apply it, where like I can absorb all the information all day long, but then it's just there and I don't necessarily do anything with it. And it held me accountable to actually like work through it and make that kind of progress.
Awesome. What is your relationship with food like now?
It's good. Uh, I still think I have a long way to go to truly listening and, you know, um, for the health aspect of like what does your body really want? Like what does it really need? There are still some things that I will say, but I really like it, even if it does give me acid reflux, which is not listening to my body necessarily, but it's not all consuming.
Yeah,
It's not my entire life. It's not my entire day. It just has freed up a lot of time and energy
yeah,
to put elsewhere.
yeah. That's awesome. How how has your life changed since we finished up here?
Um, well, it's just given me a lot to like prepare me to continue on, because I know like being finished up here doesn't mean I'm finished on that journey.
Yeah,
Got to continue on and keep up with all of it. But at least it gives me all it, I feel like I have the tools to move forward on
yeah,
my own and to keep it up.
yeah. So what would you say to somebody who's considering working with Find Food Freedom?
Oh, definitely. Do it. Do it. Just go ahead. It's nice to know that there's truly a world out there of dietitians and people, and that was the biggest, I think that was probably one of the biggest revelations to me, was that um there are dietitians, like people who know and understand all of that stuff, that are not standing out there screaming at you that you have to be consuming certain things in order to be healthy.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great point. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.